All right. So, beta, you can see, I hope all of you can see my screen and you can hear me loud and clear. Anyone having any problem? I think internet is perfectly fine and we can use Zoom application. I am recording the class as well. And I do have one student with the name Zoom user. Beta, whose ID is this? It will take a minute or two so that others can join the class and I can start straight away. You can see that I have attached the syllabus. And in lesson number 13, we are going to start the topic number 10, which is limits of accuracy. And today we are going to discuss ratio and proportions as well. Remember one thing, the reason I attach syllabus on daily basis, the only reason is so that you should be familiar with the with your syllabus of Cambridge. And you can see one thing that we have limits of accuracy. The next topic which is coming, and it is one of the easiest topics. Don't you worry about that. That what is limit of accuracy? It's not that much a rocket science. Anyone having any idea about the limits of accuracy? And beta ये Zoom user किसकी idea? Just tell me your name. Aleen, can you hear me, bacha?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mohit, can you hear me, beta?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, beta, today we are going to study that. Today we are going to study the topic which is limits of accuracy. So it's 7, so we can start now. So the topic number 1.10 is limits of accuracy. I'm attaching the syllabus along with that as well. So beta, today we are going to start this topic, and this topic is not that much difficult topic. We all are familiar with the limits of accuracy. Limits of accuracy. Now beta, as I can say to all of you, that limits of accuracy is a topic of general maths. And as a student of maths, you should know that what limits of accuracy are. Like for example, let me write here and let me introduce the topic, that up to which extent a particular answer, a particular answer or value is accurate. That is what a limit of accuracy is. First of all, you need to understand that there are two things in limit of accuracy. This is limits. So there are two limits. The first limit is upper bound and the upper bound, and the second limit is lower bound. Upper bound. Upper bound means in Urdu we say that zyada se zyada, and lower bound we say that in Urdu kam se kam. We always use these sort of things in our daily life whenever we are calculating this thing. Like we always say that okay, I'm going with out with friends, so max I will be spending 2000, max I will be spending 5000, or the least I will be spending 1000, like that. We always have these kind of things in our mind whenever we go outside for shopping or whenever we are calculating something. So according to the syllabus, it says that limits of accuracy give upper and lower bound for the data rounded to a specified accuracy. Find upper and lower bound of the results of calculations which have used data rounded to a specified accuracy. So it's not
Around.
that rocket science. Walaikum assalam. Thank you. Now you can see one thing, that I am going to understand this thing. Like for example, example number one. Let's make a ground on that. Example number one. That mass of box is 80 kg and it is written as correct to nearest 10 kg. Now, beta, you have to understand this thing, that this 80 and this 10 has something to do with it. Try to understand this thing. This 80 kg is known to you. This is known to you, Arom, but this has some error, and with the and this 10 kg is a error. This 10 kg is a error. So it means that what we do in upper bound and lower bound. So upper bound of the box, upper bound of mass, Ramin, and the second thing is the lower bound of mass. Agree, Ramin?
जी सर.
Now you can see that error is 10 kg. So you do what you divide the error by 2. आप error को 2 पे divide करो. So the error is 10 kg. 10 divided by 2 is 5 kg. So around 5 kg is the error. Okay. For upper bound, just add the error. So 80 plus 5. So it would be 85 kg. And for the lower bound, just subtract the error. Is this clear? So that would be 75 kg. Understood, Arom, or not? मोहित समझ आइए बेटा.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, I have 14 participants right now. Let me check. So those who have joined late, we just started the topic. It is limits of accuracy, and limits of accuracy is what it is, up to which extent a particular answer or a particular value is accurate. We need to see this in math. So limits are of two types. The first one is upper bound and the second one is lower bound. Now try to understand that upper bound and lower bound. In Urdu, we say that kam se kam, and in English, sorry, and in Urdu for upper bound, we say that zyada se zyada. Example मैंने दिया that the mass of the box is 80 kg. That is known to you. But correct to the nearest 10 kg. That 10 kg is the doubt, means it's an error. Okay. So you will divide the error by 2. You can see that 10 divided by 2 is 5 kg. So it means that it can be 5 kg up or 5 kg down. So it would be upper bound of the mass would be 80 plus 5, which would be 85 kg. And the lower bound of the mass would be 80 minus 5, which would be 75 kg. Any problem, anyone, or not? Any problem, anyone?
No, sir.
All right. Proceeding. Now, beta, we need to understand this thing, place values. Place values. Beta, we know that what place values are in math. Why? There is a reason, because we are familiar with the place values as ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, like that. Let me write a number here, for example. Arom, the number is 123.456. Any problem?
No.
Technically, this 3 is ones, this 2 is tens place, this one is 100 place. All of you clear? But Aline, this 4 is the first decimal, and in first decimal, the place value is 10th place, TH. Is this clear? This
Yes, sir.
5 is 100th place, right, Aron? And this 6 is 1000th place. Agree? You have to add TH with that. So you have to understand these place values very well in order to round off the question up to particular extent. Understood, everybody, or not? Understood, everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right, proceeding. Example number 2. So, example number 2. Example number 2. Length of the rod is 100 meter. Correct to nearest. Correct to nearest 25 meter. So now you have two things. First of all, Mohit, you can see that 100 meter is known to you, and this 25 meter is an error. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is error, and this is known to you. Agree? Now what we do? We divide the error by 2. So 25 divided by 2 would be 12.5 meters. So Arom, upper bound of length would be 100 plus 12.5, which would be 112.5 meters. And the lower bound of length would be, you have to minus the error. So it would be 100 minus 12.5. So 100 minus 12 is 88. So it would be 87.5. Am I right? 87.5 meters. Understood, Khushi, or not?
Yes, sir.
All right. Proceeding. Example number 3. Example number 3. Aline, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Speed of a car is 50 kilometer per hour. Correct to nearest 10 kilometer per hour. So upper bound of speed equals and the lower bound of speed. So Misha, you can see beta that the error is 10. So 10 divided by 2 would be 5 kilometer per hour is the error. So for upper bound, I will add the error. 50 plus 5 is 55 kilometer per hour. And for the lower bound, I will subtract it. So 50 minus 5 is 45 kilometer per hour. Any problem, anyone? Any problem, anyone?
No, sir.
Good job. All of you. Misha, do you understand this? Khushi, do you understand this? Nikhil, Omar,
Yes, sir.
Ramin.
Yes, yes.
All right. Now, beta, try to understand this thing that I am going to solve the last example and then we are going to proceed the topic. This is example number 4. So please pay attention because I am going to proceed further in this topic. Example number 4 is, for example, weight of the box is, for example, 50 newtons. Correct to nearest tenth. Now you can see one thing here. I wrote here correct to the nearest tenth. And आपको मैंने बताया कि nearest tenth का मतलब क्या है? First decimal place. So nearest tenth means nearest tenth means first decimal place. DP means decimal place. So it would be 0.1. So 0.1 divided by 2 would be 0.05. Am I right, Arom? So upper bound of weight would be 50 plus 0.05. So 50 plus 0.05 would be 50.05 newtons. And Muid, lower bound of weight, it would be 50 minus 0.05. So beta 50 minus 0.05 is 49.95. 49.95 newtons. So beta try to understand that limits of accuracy means upper bound and lower bound. In case of upper bound, we add the error. In case of lower bound, we subtract the error. Is this clear, everybody, or not? So let me summarize it here. Please pay attention. It says that according to the topic, in case of upper bound, add the error. And in case of lower bound, what we do? subtract the
minus
error.
the other error.
Very good. Subtract या minus करो, subtract the error. Okay. Now you know this one thing, Temur, that we have typical 4 to 5 styles of the formula. Technically, we have 4 types of formulas in maths, and the formula style of the formulas, 4 styles of formulas in maths, and we know that those 4 types are what? The formula number 1, formula number 2, formula number 3, formula number 4. But formula number 1 is that when a is equals to b plus c, we have addition formula. Formula number 2 would be when a is equals to b multiplied by c, multiplication formula. Formula number 3 would be subtraction formula, and formula number 4 would be the division formula. Maths में technically we have 4 styles of the formulas. Agree or not? Yes or no? Remember one thing. Remember one thing, because in further part of the questions, we would be dealing with these kind of things, and you would be seeing these things already. Agree? So please be careful and do watch it very carefully. Okay? Now you can see one thing here, that I pasted the same formulas on the right side as well, Rami. Can you see that, Rami?
जी sir.
Okay, but I remember one thing. There is a bit difference between the addition and multiplication and plus, minus and divide. For example, Aline, if the formula is saying that you need to find out the upper bound of A, and the formula is of the of the addition, so take upper bound of B and upper bound of C as well. Agree?
Yes sir.
और अगर वो कहे कि जी लोअर बाउंड ऑफ ए लें, तो आपने लोअर बाउंड ऑफ बी भी लेना है और लोअर बाउंड ऑफ सी भी लेना है. एग्री?
Yes sir.
Multiplication, the case is same. If the upper bound of a, so you have to take the upper of these two, and if the lower bound of a, so you have to take lower bound of these two as well, because of the multiplication formula. But there is a trick in the subtraction and division only. For example, you can see everybody that if you are requested to find out the upper bound of a, so you will take the upper bound of b, but you have to take the lower bound of c. Same case, lower bound of a, so lower bound of b, but the upper bound of c. In division as well, if upper bound of a, so you have to take upper bound of b, but the lower bound of c. And same case for the division, if the lower bound of a, so lower bound of b, but the upper bound of c. What these things are all about, ये क्या चीजें हैं, ये सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपने इसको अंडरस्टैंड करना है. बाकी क्वेश्चंस में जाके समझ पड़ेगी कि मैं किन चीजों की बात कर रहा हूँ. एग्री और नॉट? अंडरस्टूड? For example, let me develop a question here. Everybody, please pay attention. Question. Okay. Mr. A, Mr. A, या मैं डायरेक्ट ही लिख देता हूँ. Cost price of book is ₹50. Correct to nearest. Correct to nearest 10 rupees, and sale price of book is 85. Correct to nearest 5 rupees. Calculate upper bound of profit. First of all, beta, according to the question, the demand is calculate the upper bound of the profit. Now, Ramin बेटा, अगर आपको याद हो तो जब मैं आपको प्रॉफिट पढ़ा रहा था, सो प्रॉफिट का हमने एक फॉर्मूला याद किया था, और हमने कहा था कि दैट सोल्यूशन, हमने सोल्यूशन में प्रॉफिट का एक फॉर्मूला याद किया था that the profit, it is equals to sale price minus cost price. Agree or not, everybody? So Misha, you can see that the profit is sale price minus cost price. That was the formula for the profit. Now the question is asking calculate the upper bound of the profit. So Misha, upper bound of profit, the formula is of the subtraction. You can see that above. If upper bound of profit, so you have to take upper bound of sale price but the lower bound of the cost price. Now try to understand what these things are. So look at the cost price of the book, which is 50, which is correct to the nearest. Now that point is tricky. Correct to nearest 10. So nearest 10 means 10 divided by 2. So beta 10 divided by 2 is how much? Anyone?
5.
10 divided 5. So upper bound of 50 would be 55 and the lower bound of 50 would be 45. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes.
And sale price of the book is
Yes.
85, correct to the nearest 5. So nearest 5 means what? 5 divided by 2, which is equals to 2.5, which is equals to 2.5. So it means that the upper bound of 85 would be 87.5 and the lower bound of 85 would be 82.5. Right, Aro? So maximum profit or the upper bound of the profit, the upper bound of the selling price, upper bound of the selling price is 87.5 and the lower bound of the cost price is 45. So 87.5 minus 45 is how much?
42.5.
42.5 is the zyada se zyada profit. Understood? For example, for example, this is part A. Let me try with one other part. It's part B. Most of you are studying this topic for the very first time. So do not panic. It's the first time you guys are studying. So we will give a day or two to this topic. Don't you worry about that. For example, the demand of the question is calculate the lower bound. Calculate the lower bound of profit. So Taimur, what is the formula for the profit? Taimur, what is the formula for the profit? Yamna, do you know what is the formula for the profit? Anyone? Khushi, what is the formula for the profit? बेटा मेरी आवाज आ रही है सबको कि नहीं?
Yes.
तो
Hello.
बेटा उमर, what is the formula for the profit?
Sale price minus cost price.
जी बिल्कुल, सेल प्राइस माइनस कॉस्ट प्राइस, बिल्कुल देखिए सामने लिखा भी हुआ है प्रॉफिट का फॉर्मूला. Examiner is asking calculate the lower bound of the profit. So you can see that lower bound of the profit, so lower bound of the sale price but the upper bound of the cost price. Now so you can see that lower bound of the profit, so the lower bound of the sale price, so the lower bound of the sale price is 82.5 minus upper bound of the cost price, which is 55. So can you please minus is 82.5 minus 55?
27.5.
So 27.5 is the come se come profit he can have. Understood? Understood everybody or not?
Sir, can you
Understood every?
repeat? Sir, can you
Yeah.
repeat?
Beta, yes, I can. You joined when?
Sir, just right now.
Just right now. So okay, so then you have to wait for the next question. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anyone else? Any problem? Those who were there already? Nikhil, do you understand this? Misha, do you understand this thing?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay. So let's proceed to the next question and let's see what's happening with the next example. I can open the worksheet, but I'm not opening. I'm just giving some real life examples so that we can easily. Let's make a formula with a plus. Anything which is required to plus something. हाँ जी, कोई ऐसा फॉर्मूला बताएं कि जिसमें प्लस हो. ऐसा फॉर्मूला बताएं जिसमें प्लस का सिंबल इस्तेमाल हो. एनीवन? या मल्टीप्लाई हो गया, चलो हम लोग कह सकते हैं that we can make a formula question here. Example number question. Afreen, please pay attention.
Yes, sir.
Mr. A works for 8 hours, correct, to nearest hour. ठीक है. He earns $5 per hour, correct, to nearest 50 cents. 50 cents. Calculate his maximum earning. Maximum earning. But we know that the earning, the formula would be, earning क्या होगा? Time multiply by rate. Agree or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Ramin, do you understand this?
जी sir.
Okay. So the examiner is asking calculate his maximum earning. So beta maximum earning means upper bound of earning. So it's a multiplication formula. तो time का भी upper लेंगे और rate का भी upper लेंगे. Let's calculate की क्या बनते हैं. So but you can see one thing here, Afreen. Hour का मतलब है बेटा 1 hour. So 1 hour divide by 2 करें तो ये आता है 0.5 hour. So 8 hour का upper bound और lower bound होगा 8.5 ऐड कर दो. 8 में 0.5 ऐड किया तो 8.5, माइनस किया तो 7.5. एग्री?
Yeah. Sir,
Okay.
minus plus किया क्यों है वैसे?
अपर बाउंड और लोअर बाउंड्स में, अपर बाउंड में ऐड करते हैं, ये एरर होता है, और लोअर बाउंड में माइनस करते हैं. ठीक है. He earns $5 per hour, correct to the nearest 50. अब मेरी बात सुनो आफरीन, this $5 is not exact, okay? इसमें कुछ एरर है और वो एरर है 50 सेंट्स का. नाउ द ट्रिक इज दैट यहाँ पे डॉलर है बट यहाँ पे सेंट्स है, तो हमें इस सेंट्स को डॉलर में कन्वर्ट करना है. हमें पता है कि 50 सेंट इज $0.5. एग्री और नॉट? सो 0.5 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 वुड बी 0.25. सो आफरीन 5 के अंदर जब मैं 0.25 ऐड करता हूं तो ये हो जाएगा 5.25. कितना हो जाएगा बेटा?
5.25.
25. और जब 5 में से 0.25 माइनस करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 4.75. अंडरस्टूड?
Yeah.
मैक्स अर्निंग फाइंड आउट करने के लिए मैक्सिमम टाइम लेना है, तो मैक्सिमम टाइम होगा 8.5 अपर बाउंड मल्टीप्लाई बाय रेट का भी मैक्सिमम लेना है विच इज 5.25. सो रामीन, टेल मी व्हाट इज द आंसर इफ आई मल्टीप्लाई बोथ ऑफ देम.
44.625.
44.625 डॉलर्स. दिस इज द मैक्सिमम. लेकिन अगर फॉर एग्जांपल ऑफरिंग क्वेश्चन होता कि मिनिमम वेज निकालो, मिनिमम पे, मिनिमम अर्निंग, तो वी वुड हैव द सेम फॉर्मूला दैट अर्निंग it would be equals to time multiply by rate. Arom, can you hear me? Minimum earning means lower bound, time का भी lower, rate का भी lower. So time का lower is, what is the lower of time? It is 7.5 hour, and the rate lower is 4.75. So tell me what is the answer?
35.625.
$35.625. Now you can see one thing here, Yamna and Ramin, that 35.625 is the minimum earning he can have, and 44.625 is the maximum earning he can have, you having these sort of errors. Understood or not? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Let's create a formula with a division. So better please pay attention. Question. Case of division. Case of division. ये बहुत इजी टॉपिक है, एक थोड़ी सी प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो इंशाल्लाह आ जाएगा. क्वेश्चन. A car travels distance of 155 kilometer correct to nearest 10 kilometer and reaches the destination in 2 hours correct to nearest 30 minutes. Part A. Part A says that calculate maximum speed. Maximum speed. Now, beta, all of you, please pay attention. Let's read the question. The question has two portions. A car travels a distance of 155 kilometers. So, beta, 155 kilometer. A car travel distance of 155 kilometers correct to the nearest 10 kilometer. So, beta, you can see one thing here that distance is 10 kilometer correct to nearest Ramin nearest 10 kilometer. Agree?
नहीं सर, डिस्टेंस 155 किलोमीटर है.
Yes, ये मैंने गलत लिख दिया. Thank you. Distance is 155 kilometer correct to nearest 10 kilometer. So Yamna, error is 10 divided by 2, which is 5 kilometer. So upper bound of distance क्या हुआ? Upper bound of distance. So Afreen, distance है 155, तो error add कर दो 160.
160.
Lower bound होगा, lower bound of distance, it is equals to 155 minus 5. ये हो जाएगा
I have a
150.
question.
Yeah, please.
सर मैंने पूछना था, हम हमेशा उसको ही डिवाइड या जोन सा भी केस हो अगर लिखा हो करेक्ट टू द नियरेस्ट,
हाँ, उसको डिवाइड बाय 2 कर देना, ठीक है?
अगर सिर्फ ये लिखा हो करेक्ट टू द नियरेस्ट, जो उसके बाद जो भी लिखा होगा द नंबर
उसको 2
उसको
पे
हम डिवाइड बाय 2 करेंगे.
डिवाइड बाय 2 करेंगे, ठीक है?
हाँ ठीक है.
ओके, अब नीचे देखें, ये हो गया स्टार हमने कर दिया डिस्टेंस के लिए. अब स्टार करते हैं टाइम के लिए. एंड रीचेस द डेस्टिनेशन इन 2 आवर्स. सो बेटा टाइम इज 2 आवर्स और टाइम के साथ लिखा हुआ है, यहाँ पे मैं ब्लू लाइन लगा देता हूँ ताकि यहाँ पे समझ आए कि थोड़ी वर्किंग खत्म हो गई है. टाइम इज 2 आवर्स. मोहित, करेक्ट टू नियरेस्ट 30 मिनट्स. करेक्ट टू
Nearest
30.
30 minutes.
बेटा 30 मिनट्स और आवर्स में बहुत फर्क है, ठीक है? तो हम 30 कैन आई राइट 30 मिनट्स एट 0.5 आवर्स? यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
सो बेटा 0.5 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 होगा 0.25. सो अपर बाउंड ऑफ टाइम होगा 2 plus 0.25, it would be 2.25 hours. तो बेटा कोई बता सकता है कि लोअर बाउंड ऑफ टाइम क्या होगा?
1.75.
यस, 2 minus 0.25.
1.75, sir.
यस, माइनस करेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा 1.75. ओके, डिमांड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन थी मुईद कैलकुलेट मैक्सिमम स्पीड. सो बेटा हमें पता है कि दैट स्पीड इज इक्वल टू डिस्टेंस डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम होता है. एग्री? डिवाइडेड बाय टाइम. सो मैक्सिमम स्पीड का मतलब है खुशी अपर बाउंड ऑफ स्पीड. तो डिस्टेंस का अपर लेंगे लेकिन डिनोमिनेटर का जो टाइम है उसका हम लोअर बाउंड लेंगे. आफरीन, ये जो न्यूमिनेटर में अगर इसका अपर लिया हो ना तो इसका भी अपर लेना होता है, ठीक है? अगर इसका लोअर लिया होता तो उसका भी लोअर लेता, ठीक है?
ठीक.
सो लेट्स फाइंड आउट. तो बेटा डिस्टेंस का अपर क्या आया आपके पास? आप ऊपर आपने फाइंड आउट किया हुआ है ऑलरेडी. तो अपर बाउंड ऑफ द डिस्टेंस इज 160 किलोमीटर and the lower bound of the time is 1.75 hours. तो हम लिखेंगे 160 divided by time. टाइम कितना होगा बेटा? टाइम होगा हमारे पास 1.75 hours. Tell me what is the answer बेटा? 160 divided by 1.75. So what is the answer?
Sir, 91.428.
91.428. तो इसका मतलब है 91.4 किलोमीटर per hour is the maximum speed this car can have. Understood everybody or not? Any problem so far? Any problem so far? Okay, मैं चार्ट देख रहा हूँ तो चार्ट में भी no problem so far. Okay, Arwa beta, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's open the worksheet first, the basic worksheet, and then we will do the past paper later. All right, so let's open this in notes. Import to current document. All right, everybody, so please pay attention so you can see that. All right, so please pay attention and tell me what is the answer. Calculator is not allowed. So a bag of apples weighs 7 kgs. Correct to the nearest kg, nearest kilogram. Nearest kilogram means Afreen 1 kg. So 1 kg divided by 2 means 0.5 kg. What is the least possible of weight? Least possible means lower bound. So upper bound would be upper bound, add error, and lower bound, Afreen, subtract error. So 7 plus 0.5 is 7.5 is the upper bound, but 7 minus 0.5, 6.5 kg is the lower bound. The examiner is asking what is the least possible weight. So 6.5 kg is the final answer. Understood everybody or not?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Second question, please. The examiner is saying the length of the table is 105 centimeter. Correct to the nearest centimeter. Better, nearest centimeter means 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter divided by 2 is 0.5 centimeter is the error. Write down the smallest possible length. So we have two things, upper bound and lower bound. Upper bound ke liye add the error. So Misha, 105 plus 0.5, it would be 105.5. And lower bound, subtract the error. Agree or not? 105 minus 0.5, so it would be 104.5. According to the part A, write down the smallest possible length. Smallest possible means lower bound, so 104.5. That is the answer. Write down the largest possible length of the table means upper bound. So हमने already find out किया हुआ है. So Afreen, I hope you understood this thing.
Yes,
Now,
sir. Got it. It's easy.
oh yeah, it's very easy, but all you need to understand, make a link. Question number 3, it says that Misha, the speed of a car is 50 miles per hour, correct to the nearest 10 miles. So 10 miles per hour. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Write down the lowest possible speed. So better lowest means minus. So 50 minus 5 is 45 miles per hour. Write down the greatest possible means upper bound. So 50 plus 5, which is 55 miles per hour. So that is the answer. Any problem, Mohit, Umar,
एक्सक्यूज मी
Arom?
सर
Yep.
सर मैं क्वेश्चन मेरा ये क्वेश्चन था कि ये जो 10 माइल्स पर आवर है ना, हम अब ये तो सिर्फ एक क्वेश्चन, हमने बहुत क्वेश्चंस किए, तो हम ये डिवाइड बाय 2 क्यों करते हैं मैम, सॉरी
बेटा
सर?
एरर है ना, देखो ऐसा है
जी
कि
जी
ये अंदाजे के तौर पे उन्होंने कहा है कि स्पीड ऑफ द कार इज 50 माइल्स पर आवर है, ठीक है।
सही है।
जैसे जैसे हम लोग अपनी कॉन्वर्सेशन में बोलते हैं ना, कि कॉन्वर्सेशन में हम लोग कहते हैं ना कि यार मेरी गाड़ी 100 की स्पीड पे जा रही थी, 10-20 ऊपर नीचे हो सकता है, हम बोलते हैं कि नहीं?
बिल्कुल बोलते हैं सर।
यही मैथ्स में इंग्लिश में लिखा हुआ है that the speed of the car is 50 miles per hour, correct to the nearest 10 miles per hour means 10 miles per hour ऊपर नीचे, ओके।
सर तो डायरेक्ट भी तो 10 माइनस से प्लस कर सकते हैं ना पर बाउंड
नहीं
लो।
नहीं, डायरेक्ट नहीं ना, हम लोगों ने जो जितना अंदाजा आपने लगाया होता है ना, उसका आधा ऊपर करना है या आधा नीचे करना है, पूरा पूरा नहीं जाना, ठीक है।
अच्छा अच्छा सही है सर।
देखो जाहिर सी बात है ना कि आप कहते हो ना कि मेरी गाड़ी 50 पे जा रही है, तो या तो वो 55 पे होती है या वो 45 पे होती है ना, एग्री?
जी सर।
Because whenever your car is at 40, agree, you never say it's 50, agree?
जी
Whenever it is on 45, you say it's 50. Whenever it is 55, you always say 50. You go backwards. Agree?
जी जी
So that is the thing. हम error को 2 पे divide करते हैं बस. Simple. ये याद रखें. ठीक है?
got it sir.
All right. अच्छा जी. Ramin,
जी
the distance between the sun and the earth, it is this much kilometers. Maths में अगर इसको read करें तो क्या read होगा हमारा? Ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million, 100 million. Agree or not? Agree or not?
yes sir.
Ramin,
जी जी सर
तो फिर क्या क्यों खामोशी हो गई है?
सर मुझे पता नहीं था आप मुझसे पूछ रहे
जी मैं आपसे ही पूछ रहा हूँ. मैथ्स में वी स्टडी द स्टैंडर्ड वंस, टेंस, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, मिलियन, 10 मिलियन, 100 मिलियन, लाइक दैट हम पढ़ते हैं कि नहीं?
जी सर पढ़ते हैं
This is the distance between the sun and earth. Agree? Correct to the second significant figures. Two significant figures. Just tell me what is the second significant number in this one?
5
Very good. So 5 double zero double zero double zero. This is the error. Agree or not, everybody? Agree or not, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nikhil,
जी sir.
according to this question, the second significant figure is 5 and this much here. Agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Agree?
जी जी.
So what we have to do? Divide by 2. Divide by.
2.
So if you divide by 2, what will happen? It will be 25. Agree? So 2,
Yes.
5, double zero, double zero, and 0. Agree or not?
Yes, sir.
So for the lower bound, what we do? We will write 1, 5, 7 zeros. Agree?
Yes.
1, 5, and 7 zeros. I wrote 6. Okay. Minus 2, 5, double zero, triple zero. Right? Mathematically, all of us, you should know that while subtracting, write the bigger number above and the smaller number below. And the better technique in order to get rid of this kind of a subtraction is the rough working. And like me right here, like for example, Ramin, it should be like that. And the lower number would start from here, 4, 5. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 5 and 2. Let's subtract. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Beta 5 minus 0 is not possible. Agree or not? Agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Because 0 minus 5 is not possible. So technically what we are going to do is we're going to take one carry. It would be 9 and it would be 10. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. That would be 4 and that would be 1. So my answer for the lower bound, everybody, would be 1475 triple zero double zero. Understood, everybody, or not?
सर मुझे समझ नहीं आया ये जो आपने ऊपर लिखा 5 और आगे 6 zeros हैं ये कैसे
Second significant number क्या है बेटा? 5 है?
Sir, it says two
जी
significant figures, so shouldn't you take both of them?
No, 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 no. They say that correct to the second significant figure. Correct to the.
No, it says two significant figures. It doesn't say second.
Now listen to me. First of all, they say that correct to two significant figures. Agree?
Yes,
Agree?
sir.
So the second significant or the two significant figure is 15. Let's say. Let me write this way. Like for example, just me narrow this thing. Okay, two significant figures are 15. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Agree? Two significant figures are 15. But remember one thing. The second significant figure is the rounded off figure. Agree or not? Not
Yes,
the first
sir.
one. Agree?
Yes.
So after 5, whatever we have, we wrote like that and we divided that with 2. We got this much amount. Agree? For the lower bound, we subtract. And for the upper bound, we add. Agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Agree or not?
Yes.
Now, for example, here is write down the upper bound. So upper bound would be, I have to write this much amount, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you have to add 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, and 2. So just add them now. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, 2, 5, 1. So it says it should be 5, 1, 2, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So that is actually in this calculation, in this sort of question, you had a lot of big values available. Agree or not? Agree or not? Yes or no? Arom, can you hear me? Arom, can you hear me? बेटा मेरी आवाज आ रही है सबको कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. चलें जी, क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 की तरफ चलते हैं. An average clementine weighs 74 gram to the nearest gram. A net contains 12 clementines and the net weighs 20 grams to the nearest gram. What is the maximum possible weight of the net of the clementines? Now यहाँ पे जरा समझ डालें थोड़ा सा. An average clementine weighs 74 gram, correct to the nearest gram. So Arsalan, 1 gram divided by 2 would be 0.5 gram. So 74.5 would be the upper bound and the lower bound would be 73.5. A net contains 12 clementines inside and the net weighs 20 grams to the nearest grams. So nearest gram means 1 gram. 1 gram is 0.5 gram. 1.1 gram is 0.5 gram. So 20 plus 0.5 is 20.5. And the lower bound would be lower bound को हमें थोड़ा सा इस साइड पे लिखना चाहिए. It should be 19.5 and it should be 20.5. What is the maximum possible weight of the net of the clementines? So what do you think? What should be the strategy? Anyone? कोई भी बच्चा बता सकता है? जी, व्हाट शुड बी द स्ट्रेटेजी? क्या करना चाहिए? ऐसी कौन सी स्ट्रेटेजी को अप्लाई करें कि हमारा जो क्वेश्चन है मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल वेट आ जाए? तो मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल वेट का क्या मतलब है? मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल वेट का क्या मतलब है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट दैट?
Addition.
Addition, which means upper bound. Agree or not? Very good. Good job, Arwa. Okay, Arom, what do you think about that? Iman, Khushi, Misha, Zaria. Zaria, तैमूर. बेटा मैं जिसका नाम लिया करूं काइंडली माइक ऑन हो जाना चाहिए ताकि क्लास इंटरैक्टिंग रहे. जी खुशी, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है कि नहीं? तैमूर, मुझे आपका पता है कि आपका ओके. निखिल.
Yes, sir.
ऑलराइट. An average clementine weighs 74 gram to the nearest gram. 74 gram is they guessed it, like for example. To the nearest gram means 1 gram can up and down. So 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. A net contains 12 clementines. Now the net weighs 20 grams to the nearest gram. What is the maximum possible weight of the net of clementines? What do you think? What should be the formula I should make? मुझे क्या लिखना चाहिए कि मैं maximum possible weight of the net of the clementine निकाल सकूं? A net contains 12 clementines. So weight of
Weight plus the clementine, sir.
yes, weight of one clementine. Agree? weight of one clementine plus weight of net. The examiner is saying what is the maximum possible weight of the net of the clementine. Agree? So now remember one thing. Weight of one clementine, I should have to take the upper bound of that as well. And weight of the net as well. Because like, for example, whenever we have some product, like for example, if I have 1 dozen bananas, agree? And I have a bag. So bag also has some sort of weight, agree? Or mass, agree? So
Yes.
weight of one clementine is technically 74 grams. So I have to take the upper bound of that clementine, which is 74.5. So 74.5 times 12. Okay. Then add weight of the net, which is 20 grams. So 20.5 I should take. Calculator is not allowed. So it means that I have to deal with the question without the help of the calculator. So what I can do is I can multiply 745 with 12 in my rough working, and then I can add 20.5 with that. So please pay attention. I'm going to show you that how to do the rough working of the decimal. And it's a very good thing for all those who joined late, who joined my classes late, because in the beginning we studied these things. That's 74.5. I'm writing 745 times 12. I have remembered that I have one decimal place in business. 2 5s are 10. 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. 7 2s are 14. Now cross. 1 5s are 5. 1 4s are 4. 1 7s are 7. 0. 9 plus 5 is 14. 1 will go there. 1 plus 4, 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8940. 8940. Answer should be one decimal place. It should be 894 plus 20.5. But 894 plus 20 is how much? 904. 914.5. Am I right or not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Any problem? Afreen, Arsalan, Arwa, Iman, Nikhil, Muid,
No problem.
Omar, Zaria.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Find the least and the greatest total of length of 6 sausages, each measuring 8 centimeter to the nearest centimeter. So beta, length of one sausage, length of one sausage, it is equals to 6 centimeter, correct to the, sorry, 8 centimeter, correct to the nearest centimeter. Nearest centimeter, Afreen, means 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter divided by 2 is 0.5. So for the upper bound, we added. Agree or not? So that would be 8.5 centimeter. Agree? So 6 sausages kya honge? 6 multiply with 8.5. Calculator is not allowed. So please be careful. It's not an easy job, but it is not as difficult as well. Agree? So let's do it. I'm gonna multiply 85 with 6. I'm remembering that I have one decimal place in business. 6 5s are 30. 6 8s are 48. 48 plus 3 is 51. So one decimal place means 51.0. So the total length of the greatest total length would be 51.0. Let's find out the least. So 6 multiply with the least would be 7.5 if I minus it from 8. So 6 multiply with 7.5 would be 75 times 6. 6 5s are 30. 6 sevens are 42. 42 plus 3 is 45. So it would be 45.0. So the least length would be 45.0. Any problem, anyone? Any problem, anyone?
No.
All right. So that's enough for today. So tomorrow we are going to study this topic one more time. And we'll be doing a lot of questions. I'm going to attach the worksheet with that. If you want to try a few questions by your own, you can do it. Okay. Is this clear, everybody? But do, for example, if you miss the, for example, few minutes of the class, I cannot send you the link.
ये
Once the
पहले था
recording,
कोर्स में ये नहीं था
once, yes, it was there. Once the recording is ready, I will upload the recording on the YouTube. You guys have the playlist link already. I know that might be there is a chance. Let me show you. Like for example, you look at the YouTube, please. All of you have the link already. So you will go to the YouTube. You will just go to the channel. Agree. Just see the playlist. So you can see that I have uploaded this May June 2025 batch classes recordings. So let's till lesson number 12. I have uploaded the recordings, and it is according to the syllabus. These are the topics are arranged. Lesson 1, 2, 3. It is according to the syllabus. Till lesson number 12, we have estimation. Lesson number 13 is today's lesson. I am going to upload right after the class. Is this clear, everybody, or not?
Clear, sir.
All right. So thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, sir.
Allah Hafiz. Thank